Today we're doing some stuff for science. We got this Camry here. It got hit and another car got pushed into it, so the back bumper is smashed. So it can no longer be a loaner car. It's just not worthy of it. So we thought, what better thing to do than get the cheapest eBay manifold and then also the cheapest eBay turbo. We're gonna slap those on and then we're gonna see what it does. The goal here is Nick bet me $50. He says there's no way this is gonna make more than his 270 horse M3. So we're gonna dyno it, see what the baseline is, and then we'll wait for the turbo kit and the manifold here, and we'll go from there. Okay, you're good to go. Okay. All right, we got a long way to go. This thing made 104 horse. So AFR at red line, 0.7. That's nice and rich.
3 weeks later.
We're gonna do this in a day.
Overnight parts from Japan.
We're gonna build this 2AZ FE. I think just today we're gonna get, you know, this manifold mounted. We're probably just gonna do a screamer pipe out the hood. We got this intercooler that we got donated from a friend. And we got this Amazonian turbo.
Initiate snoo.
So right now, Fabio's ripping off the manifold. We'll put this new manifold on. I have a set of injectors. I got some 750s because these should help us get to our 270 goal and give us some buffer if we want to try E85 and such. Right here, it looks like we can probably tap the oil for the turbo. The oil pan actually drops out the bottom, so we'll just drop the oil pan. We'll probably put a bulkhead fitting in there, have the oil return. We'll pull the bumper cover off, get the intercooler mounted, and this should be, we can really turbo a 2AZ FE in one day. No tuning, see what power it makes, see the AFRs. This will be a good baseline if someone just wants to do this motor in progress in steps. We don't know what the tranny is gonna do. We'll probably service the tranny. The main goal right now is to get 270 horse on the dyno. We won't have to shift on that. We'll just put it in a gear. Hope to God this tranny's got enough life in it to hold that power. If not, I'll just have to pay Nick 50 bucks and we'll just enjoy this as a fast beater.
Phrasing?
Slightly fast beater, so. Loaner car. So we started this less than an hour ago. We got the front bumper off. We got the manifold out. We're just test fitting the actual manifold. When you're doing a turbo build, you're going to want to do a big brake kit. So we ordered $4,000 Brembos.
And a Motec system exhaust.
Just kidding. We're not going to be doing that. So we're kind of running into, not our first thing that, it's a thing that might be a concern for some people. So the turbo we're using is so close to this water outlet pipe right here, and it's plastic. Would be a really tight bend. I think we're going to cut it right here. That should give us enough room, but we're still gonna have to be aggressive with the pie cuts and really get it straight down there, and it's still gonna be close to that thing, so, which is plastic, but luckily it has coolant going through it, so it can't get that hot. It's just the outside's gonna get hot. So yeah, that's what we got going on right now.
You wanna mount the intercooler? And then
I just have to call three techs
Cool.
really quick and just, we interviewed 3 techs and now our next step is doing a DVI interview, and that's where we get them in. We do a digital vehicle inspection just so we can work with them a little bit more and see where they are at their skill set. But I need to set up those 3 so we can get them in because we got too much work at Northeast and we need some techs. We got the oil pan off, just got it off. We had a nice big lunch. I had lots of matzah. Man, this thing's got balance shafts. You know, we could remove these balance shafts potentially and plug the oil galley, get a little more oil pressure, but I think that's some more advanced stuff. If we get to 265, then we'll remove the balance shafts. We got the turbo mounted up here right now. We did have to remove this thermostat housing, and we think one for a 2JZ.
2JZ engine, no shit.
Will work on this. It has like a 90 degree kind of outlet down instead of straight out. So that'll give us some more clearance. We could do it with pie cuts and make it work, but we'll also have to move the AC line a little bit. I'm hoping we can just bend that, get some more clearance on this guy. Yeah, then it's simple just making the downpipe and we'll continue on. Also, we're looking for mechanics, so if anybody wants to work here, let me know. I don't know how much life is, Probably not much more life left in this guy.
That stinks.
So I cut this flange off. So this thing was this long. That's too long, so.
Phrasing.
We're gonna move this, get it to shorten a little bit. That gives us another inch of clearance. Fabio over here is fabbing on, I had a stainless inline thing right there, so that'll be our drain back. He'll weld this onto here, so then that's that much shorter. We're gonna go bevel this edge and. Right now, while Fabio's working on the turbo drain, we gotta do the turbo feed. I'm gonna use the feed on the head because that's a little bit lower pressure. Turbos really don't like full oil flow. So you could either tap it off at the bottom of the motor. I'm gonna tap it off on the top of the motor just to give it less pressure. If you look right here, there's an oil pressure sending unit. So we're gonna take this sending unit, we're gonna put a T in it, and then we'll have the turbo feed go right here to our turbo. And so I'm gonna work on that now. Put a bonus oil pressure gauge in here so we can see right before this motor is ready to drop its bearings. This is a mod that's probably not for you, but we're just gonna keep this motor cooler. So we're gonna take the thermostat out. We're not gonna take it out, we're just gonna bore it out. This is our finished product. All right, so we got our turbo in, we got it clocked up. We got our oil line, basically runs kind of here. It's just an oil line I had sitting around. I think what we're gonna do is just take the hood off and just route the exhaust up just for temporary, just so we can dyno it. I'm gonna start putting stuff together. Fabio's working on the intercooler. I'm gonna work on a MAF housing. The airbox MAF housing is actually part of the airbox. And so we're gonna have to make something to mount a mass airflow in here, but it looks like it'll be pretty easy to do.
Oh yeah.
It's quiet. You're supposed to film first startup. It's alive! Look at that oil pressure, dude. It's because it doesn't have a map. The map's not on. Still spinning, she's spinning, she's spinning. Should we hook the map up and see if it runs better? Do you see that oil pressure, dude? 80 PSI, dude. This thing's ready to rip. You gotta have that little test hit to...
Oh no, my eyes are turning bloodshot.
You know, project cars, people stall out because they never get running. I just got it running halfway through the build just so we could get some more motivation. So now we can continue on with our build. Do you need me to hold something? So here's a MAF pipe we got. I just did it pretty simple in the interest of time. I just drilled a hole here, put some set screws in here, and no leaks. So we're gonna put the MAF after the turbo so then we can run a blow off valve and it doesn't go rich. How much oil pressure is that, like 60? 60? Oh, this is such a good motor. Dude, this motor's mint. Friday, Wednesday, third day at SEMA. Is this the third day?
This is the fourth day.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Today is the big day. Turbo Camry on the dyno. We disabled the PCV system here just to put a boost reference. Again, we did this so quick. There's a lot of more buttoning up to do. I didn't want to do the whole fuel system initially, but I'm glad we did. I'm glad we put the injectors in because we got to reach our goal of 271. Also, so we're gonna make a video about my hair because I don't know what to do. If anybody actually watches this crap, we have 274 subscribers right now. That's enough that maybe enough people can help me decide what to do with my hair. We're gonna let the viewers choose.
I'm in danger.
So what did we all do to this to make this happen, this Camry?
Yeah, so the main things we did, $38 manifold right here. Turbo, we originally ordered a turbo on Amazon. It never showed up. We got a comparable turbo from Will, one of our old techs here. We got an intercooler from Will. Yang speed, dude. Yang speed if you need your tuning.
Yeah.
We made charge pipes. We mounted our MAF in here, and somehow this seals with just some sheet metal screws. Again, this is all for fun. We're not building a race car here. We just got a goal of making 271 horse and showing you that you can do it cheaply, hopefully. We did put big injectors in it. We got 750cc injectors with E85. It basically leans it out, the big injectors, which is good. And then so we're running stock timing map. And since we have E85, we're hoping that's gonna work good. Because generally with E85, you advance timing, but since we have a turbo, we're not advancing timing. Originally, the car had a returnless system. Now it has a boost referenced fuel pressure regulator that we had around the shop. So that's gonna be another thing that's gonna add, it's gonna compensate and add fueling on boost where the stock's fuel system didn't. So that's why we think, again, another reason we think we can get away with absolutely no tuning. And yeah, we're hoping this tranny will hold together. Put an oil pressure gauge here where we ran our turbo line. There's an oil pressure sensor here, so we basically just put a T here and put in oil. It's actually not even a T, it's like a 4 thing. So it has a gauge, and then it has the original oil pressure sensor, and then it has the oil line. We did have to pull the pan to weld a bung in for the oil return. I know I thought we could do this in one day, but unfortunately I have to run a business. So I think we should just, that's ready. I mean, I think we're ready to make its first pull. We'll probably make its first pull in like a low gear, just so it's a quicker pull, so we can kind of just see what everything looks like, see if it's healthy, see if this thing actually even works. Let's get some fresh, clean air in here so we can really make some cool air to make the most power. Sounds good! Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on a second. You're in second?
Yep.
Wow! 173! From 104 to 173. 173. We almost doubled the power just like that.
Well, probably a little bit more because I mean you're gonna have
Not
a lower...
loading it up, yeah. 173 like that. That is freaking awesome.
I want to know what boost is though.
What is boost?
I
Yeah.
gotta look at it. 6 pounds.
6 pounds! 6 pounds made 173. Oh my God, this thing is gonna make some power. Dude, I bet you just cutting off the cat made a lot of power. Dude, Nick, you are screwed. I can't believe the computer's happy. What was AFR's? So that's at 5,500. So 5,500, we have 6 pounds. It's at 0.8 lambda. So that's like, so you do 14.7 times 0.8. So it's 11.6. Perfect AFRs. Oh my God, dude, this is magic. This is going to be sweet. What are you?
I'm turning it up a little bit because remember that O2 reads a little off. It reads a little richer than it really is. So I'm assuming it's probably more like 12.
I can't believe this. I think we gotta find a boost controller.
So what I'm saying is that, like, so it's only second gear, so maybe we should load it up in third gear and see how it does.
Sure, yeah. You want to do that? Should we do another pull in
before
third?
we pull the wastegate line.
Yeah, let's do
I just wanted to hook this up really quick because it's just easier for me to see.
It just did that so effortlessly.
Need 100 more though.
That is, dude, at 6 pounds, I thought it was gonna take 20 pounds to make 270, but it might only take 15 pounds to do 270.
And that, I mean, and that's not even, it's not fully warmed up yet either.
That is just crazy. That is crazy. Yeah, so now we're gonna do a third gear pull, load it up a little bit more so that let that turbo breathe, let it really just sink in that boost. It might heat soak though. And
I don't know, man, it's still pretty cool out.
Okay, so Fabio's gonna hook a regular. I just want you guys to know his name is Tim and my name's Tim. I hope that doesn't confuse people. That's why we try to call him Fabio, but.
fuels were really
What?
They were really rich. It was really rich.
Really rich?
I mean, it was like 9.0. You want to turn the fuel pressure down a little bit?
How much did you turn it?
I turned it half a turn.
Half a turn? Okay.
We were at 20 PSI originally.
Okay. Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
So third gear it does 183. Let's look at what the AFRs are, and 5,000 RPMs. It says 0.6, which is super rich. So we're still.
It was reading 10, like 10.3.
Yeah, so we can lean this out and make a lot more power. Should we lean it out or should we?
I would add more boost.
I would add more boost too. If it's not breaking up, let's just keep it. Let's get it to a boost number we feel comfortable with. Do we pull the line off and just see what happens?
I'm just gonna pinch it. I'd rather pinch the line, because that way it won't go from 6 to 12. It'll hopefully just go like a little less than that, per se, you know?
There's gotta be a boost controller around here.
I thought we put it on your boat.
You think so?
I'm like 99% sure that we put it on your boat.
Dude, then let's just pull the line. I mean, unless we want to swap springs, I mean, that'll give us better control if we swap springs. These springs are color coded, so we can figure out like what color we need for what boost. I mean, do we go right to 12? Should we do the green?
Yeah, I mean, so the large green's 13.05.
I mean, it takes some time to swap it. That'll give it some time to cool down and oil levels get in check. And I can't believe just off the bat, we almost doubled the power. I mean, not almost, but
yeah,
3/4 of it. 104 was,
and we're now at 183.
Yes. Yeah, almost doubled. Dude, you see what it made? 183 in third gear. So now we're gonna put a 13-pound spring in, and dude, this thing is gonna eat at 13. Jake, dude, this thing made 104 horse stock. We just made 183 like nothing.
271.
271. That's what we gotta make. Nick's car made 270 and we have to beat him. And then he owes me 50 bucks. It's not about the 50 bucks, dude. It's
About the bragging rights.
To some people, that's more important.
I was worried that there was gonna be limiters for the math, because this thing's eating so much air. Like, they'll put coding in the computer saying like, there's no way this math should eat this much air, it must be malfunctioning, and then it'll either shut the throttle or shut the injectors, but it didn't. Like, this thing's like, it's basically in a part of the map where it's like negative 40 degrees and like 500 feet below sea level somehow, and somehow Toyota made mapping there.
It's all about the air density.
Swapping the springies. We're gonna do the same thing, just do a second gear pull, just make sure it's safe before we really load it up. Ready?
Yep.
Okay. That was only 7 pounds, exact same thing.
Well, spring chart said 14-pound spring.
Should we pull the line off the gate and just see?
Yeah.
Pinch it or cut it? Why don't we
pinch it then? Yeah.
Yeah,
let's
I
pinch it.
got something to pinch it. All right, we're doing some scandalous. We're gonna pinch the line. See what she makes. So we did get a code. We're thinking it's a too rich code. We have fuel pressure at 20 PSI right now. We could lower it a little bit more to get rid of that rich code, but we just wanna make sure it's rich enough up top before we start leaning it out. I'm gonna text Nick. Nick's at home. He biked too hard. 6 PSI made 183. I hope you are ready to buy me lunch. Yeah, we're gonna send him to the hospital again.
So it's got a current for signal stuck rich. Yeah, they're all signal stuck riches.
Okay.
So
clear it up! So just the normal signal too rich. We could lower the fuel pressure, but we're not going to yet. We will do it once we see our AFRs are good and where we should be.
ready to go?
Line is pinched.
Okay.
Second gear?
Yep.
All right.
That went lean for sure.
What?
That went lean for sure. Ready?
230 horse, but it did go lean.
But just putting more of a load on it, and
So
third
this
gear, it's
went
going to go rich a lot
totally
quicker.
lean. Yeah, I mean, it could be just misfiring. Maybe we just, so that was 16 PSI. 16 PSI made 222. Okay. I wonder if we should just gap the plugs down. So we might, it might be misfiring.
But if it was misfiring, wouldn't it would still wouldn't go lean though, right?
It would show lean if it's misfiring, because it's just unburned fuel. I mean, unburned air. So it's just oxygen in there, so it shows lean. I think we got to gap the plugs down. We're going to get a fresh set of plugs in. I think we just pull this line off. 16 PSI is right where we want to be. This is Chef Josh here on our Slack channel. Paul was selling this for big bucks, so I offered to buy it. You know, my birthday lunch is on Friday, so I better start getting some food. So Sloppy Mechanics is Matt Happel. He's an LS guy. He's got a really good thing on spark plug reading, but I Google searched Sloppy Mechanics spark plugs, and look what pulls up first. Midas. Oh my God, that is just, yeah, I guess they're either their SEO is dialed or there's just some stuff going in the air. So not to bore everybody, but you can tell your timing. See where it goes from black to kind of colored. You want that to be right there. And so we know we have good timing, but we also know we're super rich because this should be like a white color and not a dark black. So we're gonna gap the plugs down to 20 thousandths. I think we're just blowing out spark because these are gapped pretty wide. We're gonna keep the same plugs. I think if we went further, we'd wanna go to like a heat range down, especially as we start leaning it out, but. You forgot to.
Oh.
Need those.
Nah, minor details.
All right, let her rip. What did the boost pressure did some weird though.
Crazy, look at AFRs. They're like, it's reading 14.7 right now.
All right, I say we do a third gear pull.
All right. And the run.
What happened?
It was like 18 AFR and like 18, and I like watched it, and yeah.
You sure?
Positive. You went like this, did you not?
What?
You went like this
Yeah,
to cut.
yeah,
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
All right. Well, I think we found the limit.
So man, we turn. Look, it's just crazy how much it's pulling now. We should.
Should we
turn-
run it through and just?
we should-
Do you think that's messing up?
No, I just think we should turn the fuel pressure up a little bit, though.
Turn the fuel pressure up. All right. We'll
So-
do it. That sounds like a good idea.
Because we're in closed loop now.
What?
We're in closed loop because it's at halfway on the mark, you know?
Hey! 291! 291! 291! 291! 291! That is freaking
And the power graph is just still going up, too.
Right at red line, peak RPM and peak torque right at red line.
Well,
Dude, that is so funny. Peak horsepower.
Peak torque, yeah.
That is so hilarious. Dude, it was still climbing. That is just great. Oh, Nick, sorry, bro.
How much boost was it at?
19 pounds.
Dang.
Like I said 20 pounds would get us there for sure. I said 20 pounds would get us there. That is freaking wild. Dude, if we put an actual spring in, we would gain so much torque. I mean, it's gonna be worse on the motor, but dude, that's a ripper right there. Leave it like that. That is good. That's good. We did it. We reached our goal.
I mean, my gauge read AFRs were like 12 up very top, but
yeah,
lean is mean, I guess.
Yeah, dude, so happy this worked. This just worked out really good. We reached our goals. The goal here is Nick bet me $50.
They ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Oliver, guess what we made for power?
Oh, 350.
286. Okay. God, edit that out. We were just thinking of something. We set our dyno run to end at 6,000, and it made max power at 6,000. If we just ran the dyno higher, this thing probably would make more. I mean, it will make more than that because the max power is at 6,000 when it shut the dyno run off. So we're gonna have to redo some testing on that. And yeah, definitely an easy setup for someone to duplicate. We learned a lot. Like and subscribe. Go on our website, turbotims.com, and get some sweet merch. And then yeah, watch out for that video and decide if you want me to cut my hair off. Dye it a different color. I'm doing the man bun because Paul, I really like his man bun, but all right, peace.